Respons positif diberikan Hamas usai Presiden Amerika Serikat Joe Biden mengumumkan soal usulan gencatan senjata baru dari Israel. Hamas menyatakan pihaknya akan mempertimbangkan usulan gencatan senjata permanen yang memungkinkan terjadinya pertukaran tahanan dan penarikan pasukan Israel dari Gaza. Adapun pada 6 Mei 2024, Hamas sejatinya telah menerima proposal gencatan senjata, namun ditolak oleh Israel lantaran dianggap tidak memenuhi syarat dari Tel Aviv. Pada hari yang sama, saat Hamas menerima proposal gencatan senjata, Israel justru melancarkan serangan besar-besaran ke Rafah. Sebuah keputusan yang telah lama ditentang dan dikecam oleh banyak pihak. Jatuhnya korban tewas pun tak terhindarkan, termasuk saat insiden kebakaran hebat di Rafah pada Minggu 26 Mei 2024 yang menewaskan sedikitnya 45 orang. Usai insiden itu, Hamas pun sempat menolak untuk melakukan negosiasi dengan Israel. Hamas menyebut bahwa membuka diskusi baru hanya memberikan waktu lebih banyak kepada Israel untuk terus melancarkan agresi di Gaza dan sekitarnya. Meski demikian, usai Biden memberikan sinyal akan adanya gencatan senjata permanen, perubahan sikap ditunjukkan oleh Hamas. Adapun pada Jumat 31 Mei 2024, Biden mengumumkan adanya kemungkinan negosiasi baru yang mengarah pada gencatan senjata permanen. Biden menyatakan akan ada 3 fase untuk mencapai gencatan senjata permanen. Fase pertama akan berlangsung selama 6 minggu yang mencakup gencatan senjata menyeluruh, penarikan pasukan Israel dari Gaza, pertukaran sandera, dan pengiriman lebih banyak bantuan kemanusiaan. Lalu di tahap kedua, dilakukan pemenuhan komitmen dari Hamas dan Israel untuk menghentikan permusuhan secara permanen. Barulah di tahap ketiga dilakukan rekonstruksi besar-besaran di Gaza.
This new proposal has 3 phases. The first phase would last for 6 weeks. Here's what it would include: a full and complete ceasefire, a withdrawal of Israeli forces from all populated areas of Gaza, release of a number of hostages, including women, the elderly, the wounded, in exchange for release of hundreds of Palestinian prisoners. There are American hostages who would be released at this stage, and we want them home. Additional, some remains of hostages who have been killed will be returned to their families, bringing some degree of closure to that terrible grief. Palestinians, civilians would return to their homes and neighborhoods in all areas of Gaza, including in the north. Humanitarian assistance would surge, with 600 trucks carrying aid into Gaza every single day. With the ceasefire, that aid could be safely and effectively distributed to all who need it. Hundreds of thousands of temporary shelters, including housing units, would be delivered by the international community. All that and more would begin immediately. Then phase 2 would be an exchange for the release of all remaining living hostages, including male soldiers. Israeli forces would withdraw from Gaza, and as long as Hamas lives up to its commitments, a temporary ceasefire would become, in the words of the Israeli proposal, the cessation of hostilities permanently. End of quote. Cessation of hostilities permanently. Finally, in phase 3, a major reconstruction plan for Gaza would commence, and any final remains of hostages who've been killed would be returned to their families. That's the offer that's now on the table, and what we've been asking for.